Okay, so everyone is talking about freemium these days. Why? Because Skool has just come out with their new crazy tier feature, which is going to make a lot of people a lot of money. But most communities get it dead wrong. A lot of people are not sure what to do. I've been checking posts on the Schoolers community, and people are literally confused. And honestly, it's probably costing them thousands every single month. If you don't move quickly with this, you're going to lose a lot of money. You're going to leave a lot of money on the table. So hopefully with this video, I'm going to try and help you steer you in the right direction. I've seen it firsthand. People launch free communities. They pour a ton of effort, but they see zero profit, zero results, or even worse, it just feels like a total drain. You're working hard, but the numbers aren't there. So what's the point? As someone who's won the Skool games, and builds a community that's crushing over $45,000 a month. There's the evidence right there. School Games trophy. I've lived through the struggle, right? I used to have a Discord community of 26,000, I think 25, 26,000 members, and I literally had to delete it because it was just a waste of time. I tried to make free groups work. It was a disaster. But I built a system that generates real revenue, so I know exactly what it takes. And today I'm breaking down a proven Skool freemium strategy. I'm pulling insights from many top creators and top earners in Skool and Skool Games winners. And this is what you're going to learn. You're going to learn the critical mistakes most communities make when they try to do freemium. And I don't want you to go through that. I want you to learn from their mistakes. How to strategically use your free tier to actually attract the right people, and the battle tested blueprint to convert them into high value, committed clients. We all wanted that blueprint, don't we? So, what's the first critical premium mistake that I want you to avoid? It's an intent, like having a free community and an intentional free community. Let me explain. So, I'm going to talk about this mistake, and then I'm going to show you how to build a real intentional value into your community. So I'm going to show you what the mistake is and how to avoid it and how to counter it so that you don't fall into the same trap. So unfortunately, many people treat free communities as just an online party you're inviting friends to. This is what Alex Hormozy said. But without real intention, that party turns into a content dump. People come in, they start putting content, crappy content, and some people start pitching their services, etc., etc. We don't want that. Members expect everything for free and don't value what they don't pay for. And Hormozy says, he's very famous for this line: people who pay attention. So if people don't pay, they don't pay attention, basically, and they take it for granted and they think it's a joke. Even if you're trying to do your best, if they don't pay, they don't value it, right? So if you take two courses, the same course, okay? If you pay for it, $2,000, for example, you will use it and you will engage with it. If you don't pay for it, it's the same information. You don't care because you didn't pay for it. There's no skin in the game. And that's the thing. They don't have skin in the game. They don't do anything. They don't take action. And this leads to low commitment, low engagement, and high churn. Okay. Now you've got people who go into free communities. They start pitching their services in a sly way. There's people that will do pure self-promotion, and unfortunately, if the main thing is making money, you're not going to be able to make a lot of money in the long term in the free space if not managed properly. Okay, so how do you fix that? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is having consumable media. This is what Alex Hormozy says all the time: consumable media. And he actually gave an example with me when he was talking on a video. He was talking about consumable media. He said, there's this guy who does prints on demand. This is a niche I was in. I'm still in it. That's my other community, but I'm kind of like moving towards the school education space. But in that niche, print on demand, he said, there's this guy who makes or does research of niches for print on demand. Okay. And he basically gives them the niches every single day, every single month or whatever. That's what he said. And he basically he chews the food and spits it into their mouths. Disgusting. That was funny. That was really funny, I thought. But it's literally the definition of consumable media. What you want to do is you want to give them something that they really need every single day. Some kind of insight, some kind of template, resource, something they have to come back to, and something that they spend a lot of money on. That's very key. If they spend a lot of money on it, not a lot of money, a lot of time on it, either it costs them money or it costs them time. It doesn't matter. But if it's valuable to them and they don't have to go through the effort of doing it or paying for it, it is there for them, but they need it. They really need it, right? So they keep coming back. So in my case, print on demand is all about finding the right niche to get into on that day, right? Every single day we hunt for, niches to get into. So if we give them niches that are crushing on that day, they're going to want to come back to the community to get those niches. That's the point. Anyway, long story short. So yeah, this builds trust and positions you as the expert without giving everything away. So in your community, think about what it is that you can give those people that makes them come back every single day. It could be a challenge. I mean, at the moment, I'm running a challenge, okay, on this new community I created. Where is it? On this new community I created, and you've got people posting, right? We're getting them to post. It's literally brand new. The engagement it's okay, to be fair, for a brand new community. And that's because I've made it so intentional and I've engineered it from the ground up, right? Everything that they do is calculated, right? They won't just engage. You have to really engineer it, and you have to reverse engineer it from the ground up. So yeah, you could do something like that in your community as well. The other thing I want to talk about is craft a clear pathway to paid. Okay, you need to guide the member from the moment they join for free to where do you want them to go. Do you want them to go to tier 1, tier 2, whatever, right? How are they going to pay you? How are you going to drive them to pay you? And you have to make it clear. And you can't give all the value away in free. Otherwise, it's just going to stay free. What's the point? So what you can do is you can use pinned posts or a dedicated Start Here section. For example, here in this community, I've got here in the first post that they have to do certain things in order to go to the next level, or this is how I'm not monetizing this yet. I'm only doing like a one-to-one personalized blueprint at the moment with it, but it's going to be paid pretty soon because I'm bringing some crazy things into it. There's going to be software, there's going to be tools, resources, education, all sorts of things. But the point is, when they land on your first post, if you're trying to upgrade them from free to paid, you have to show them the value in the paid in here, in the first post. Or you can do it also in the classroom. If you go to classroom, right here, for example, you can put links here to your paid offer to upgrade them. At the moment, I'm linking to something else, but yeah, I'm linking to the paid one-to-one blueprint, and also linking to a giveaway that we're doing for them as well. So whatever you want them to go to, you have to link it there in the classroom and here. This is so powerful. And so what you do in the Start Here section, you highlight the free value, but subtly hint at the advanced game-changing paid solutions. So you can mention exclusive templates, deeper strategies, or personalized feedback available in higher tiers. Exactly what I said. Also now, what's amazing is with tiers, you really don't have to do much of that, because when they click on, go into a call that is reserved for a higher tier, they will have to pay, right? It will show them an upgrade button. So they get stopped like that. Yeah. Use free as a filter and lead magnet. So a free community can attract a wider audience. Skool's $9 plan is a killer entry point for new creators, making it a low friction start that can lead to paid commitments. That's as an example, right? So for you, you're attracting people for free, but then, and you can do community for free, right? A lot of people are doing this model. Obviously, we're discussing the freemium model, but what they do is they offer a free community in the free section, and if you want more, then you have to pay for the higher tier, whether it is premium or whatever. There's premium, VIP, depending on what you want to have. So the higher one will have more personalized stuff, maybe more courses, maybe more deeper courses, right? And the top one can have, one-to-one session a month or something like that, but usually it will be way more expensive, right? That could be your high ticket offer. So now, building desire and getting the right people in is pretty important. But how do you identify those serious players, those hottest leads amidst everyone else? Because look, you can have a free community with a lot of noise, a lot of people, tire kickers, etc., etc., even if you filtered them. So how do you attract the right people? How do you find those people in the middle of a haystack? Right? This is what I'm going to discuss, hopefully. Hopefully you'll get it. So you've created intentional value. Now, the absolute key is to stop wasting energy on the masses, on the wrong people. You don't want that. You need to focus on identifying your hottest leads, the ones with real commitments, okay? The ones that will stay, the ones that will pay for your services, the ones that actually believe in you and in the transformation you're going to bring to them, the ones that value your time, the ones that really and truly want to succeed and are serious about changing their lives. So, for example, I'm going to give you an example by Nick Sarayev, who's a famous Skool creator. He makes around $300,000 a month. Absolutely amazing. And he ruthlessly monitors engagements in his large community, responding to high value comments and leveraging Skool's gamification. So you need to be on it, okay? Figuring out who's who needs your attention, who can you upgrade to the next level, right? He understands Sam Oven's wisdom. You don't need 1,000 fans. You need 10 true regulars. And this is so true. I've experienced it with a few other communities I run in the past. I've experienced it with my current Sprint on Demand community. We've got some crazy, insane engagement there. And I'm experiencing it also with this new Kamosi community that I've just created. So, for example, we've got this Shamel Jones. Hi, Shamel. Shout out to you. Well done. She is really insane. She engages with people. She posts. She's around, right? Look, she's posting. She's responding to comments, etc., etc. And that's what you want to see. So imagine you have one of her two, and she invited a friend as well, and that friend is also promising. So potentially we've got about 3 to 4 people that are really active at the moment. And if we get to 10, then it's going to be like a very bustling community, right? That's what you need. Build it step by step, one by one, right? Attract the right people one by one and give them something to get them engaged, right? And play to their strengths. People who are consistently active, asking thorough questions and contributing are showing skin in the game. So I can tell you immediately, these people are showing skin in the game, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And yeah, so about 4 people I would say are showing skin in the game. Um, and even small wins and consistent engagements can directly convert into sales. You know, people have to see other people succeeding. They have to see other people moving towards the goal that they want to achieve, right? And if they see other people doing well, they are going to be influenced by it, especially if they see someone who paid to go to the next tier, seeing some dramatic change. They're going to want to have a piece of that, and then they upgrade. So all you have to think about is just, you know, harvesting engagements and basically engineering it and just being there, showing up every single day. And it will be a compound effect. Not going to happen from day one. Trust me. You have to work hard, but it will happen. Okay? And now I'm going to pinpoint. I'm going to show you how to pinpoint high value clients. Okay? You need to monitor engagement ruthlessly. Actively respond to high value comments, especially from those showing consistent engagement. Run quick, simple polls, expose their urgent pain points. For example, how was your week? Crushing it? Stuck or confused? What topic should we cover next? This provides direct market intelligence to you because you're going to start understanding your audience. You're going to start understanding their pain points. What it is that's bothering them, what's waking them up at 3 a.m., you know? And then you're going to use your offer, use that intelligence in crafting your offer, in making your content, etc., etc. So you have to be part of it. There's no escaping from this. And be a member in your community. Be active, respond to comments. Your presence will set the standard. If you're not present in your community, why would they want to engage? They're not going to run the community for you, right? So your genuine engagement is contagious and helps you identify who the real players are and who's truly invested. Okay? So now you've built desire. You found your hottest leads. Now it's time to transition them to your paid offer, making it an irresistible, no-brainer decision. Now we're going to talk about the real meat of this video. How do you architect desire and the irresistible annual offer? Okay? Because I believe that annual is crazy. Look, now with tiers, there's so much that you can do. But annual still is the best driver for LTV, lifetime value. So you've got them craving more. You've identified who's truly serious. Now, how do you present an offer that ensures commitment and dramatically boosts your revenue? This, my friend, is your irresistible offer blueprint. So let's talk about some proven strategies for commitment and revenue. We've got Nick Sarev, who runs $300,000 a month community. He built his around a guaranteed ROI. Now look at this offer, guys. Most people think that they want to start a community maybe around automation or whatever, just around something they like. Okay, I'm going to show you how to build an automation for this or for that. I'm going to show you how to do this or that, right? People don't really care. What is really meaningful to those people is the final outcome, the dream outcome. For example, he's actually turned it from just something people are doing to build automation and stuff like that to actual business outcome, right? He turned it from let me teach you about AI automation to let me teach you how to get your first paying customer for an AI service in 90 days, or you get your money back. Like this offer is so loaded, man. This offer is insane. Imagine people who are interested in AI, in building AI automations, that interest is not just to build AI automations for the sake of it. It's for literally making money with it, right? So he's turning that interest and that hobby and that investment into AI. People are really investing, their time and effort into AI. He's turning that into a money-making machine for them, right? He turned it into an offer. Look, I'm going to teach you how to get your first clients, because people want to get their first client. They want to build an agency, an AI agency or whatever, right? They want to sell AI services to other businesses. So he's basically telling them, look, I'm not going to teach you how to do AI only. I'm going to teach you how to do AI automations, but also how to get your first client within 90 days, or you get your money back. Such a great offer. So you've got the time frame, so within 90 days, because people now know that they have 90 days to make a difference. They will see a transformation. And also, they will get their money back if they don't get their first clients. Insane. And he's also increased his price as he added more value, like templates and recordings, etc. Now, annual memberships are so key as they filter for serious buyers and often lead to much lower churn rates. And this is so true, because our print-on-demand community is now at 5% churn. It was at 0.71% churn, which is crazy. I think we've got now about 80% of members are on annual, and it's so doable. You just have to say, no, I'm only doing annual. I've dropped the amount of members just so I can do annual only. And you know what? I'm happy with that, because I've got less support. I've got less tire kickers. I've got less people complaining. I've got less beginners. I've got people that want to put in time and effort, and they're committed to their result, to achieving their results, committed to their goals. That's what you want. But again, if you're a beginner, don't think about annual yet. Okay, get your first members, get your community launched, get your free community first. Upgrade them to monthly, play around with tiers, etc. Then you can think about annual. I wouldn't say do it right off the bat. Okay, but hey, if people are craving it, get it done. But I would say just take it baby steps if you're just starting out. Now, how do you engineer an irresistible offer? Well, you've got value stacking. This is directly from Alex Hormozzi's book, okay? Playbook. You add 3 to 5 high value bonuses to your core annual packaging. This is if you're doing annual. This is exactly what we've done. Making it stupid not to buy. So think exclusive templates, bonus workshops, direct support, early access to new features. This maximizes perceived value, because people think, oh my God, this is so much value. I need to get in. And then FOMO kicks in. If I don't do it now and, they stop making this offer, I'm not going to get in, and I'm going to lose out. I'm going to miss out on this amazing offer, etc. That's why, they jump straight at it, and they join for annual. So for us, in our case, we did all of this plus even a year of our SaaS. We've got literally the biggest SaaS in the print-on-demand space for research, especially for Merch by Amazon. And people love it, because they have to pay for it separately if they don't join the community. But if they join for the year, they get that for free. So it's literally a no-brainer. We've made it a no-brainer. We even have people joining the community just because they wanted to get the software. Okay? They don't need the education. But they're like, okay, well, we might as well, because there's a community now. So you present annual only, just like I showed you. There's many people that are doing it. There's many people that are doing it. I know Max Person is doing it for his community as well. Calvin Hollywood talks about it as well. So yeah, on sales calls, if you're doing sales calls or dedicated sales pages, aggressively push the annual package. This filters for serious commitments. Nick Sarav even locks future months until a member has been in the program that long, drastically reducing churn. I'm not sure if he does annual only, he does monthly, but he's got something he does some stuff to push LTV. So he locks future months. I'm not sure exactly how he does it, but yeah, that's the idea. I just heard him talk about it the other day. Personalized invitation outreach. So reach out directly to your hottest leads. Lead with genuine value and invite them to casual, no pressure 15-minute discovery call. Optimize your Skool About page. Use your About page as a dedicated sales page for your annual offer. Clearly articulate the value stack, benefits, and call to action. Okay? So your sales page is literally your About page is literally your sales page, right? So you show all of the benefits and why they should go for annual, etc. Okay? Immediate first week game plan for paid members. So as soon as they join for paid, you got to give them, a blueprint, man. You got to give them a clear roadmap for those first 7 days. Okay? Provide instant access to dedicated course module outlining their initial 7-day roadmap for quick wins. Because if they are not activated, if you don't give them those quick wins in the first 7 days, and they're like, oh, what am I doing here? They start getting overwhelmed. They don't feel like they got the reward, because a lot of people, they want that quick, instant win. So we make sure we do that, right, all the time. So with my other community, we send an automated DM and then followed straight away by another message, not straight away, but within a day or so, by another message which tells them, hey, look, here's how you can redeem your SaaS for free for a year. This is how you can do this. This is how you can do that. Is there anything we can help you with? Go to the classroom, watch this course, right? So everything is so intentional. This way they don't feel left out. They feel seen, they feel heard. That's what you want to engineer in your community. So you guide them daily as well. Don't just dump content, right? So in this new community, what I've done is, if I go here to classroom, right? So we've got a starter challenge and a growth challenge. So this is for people who are just starting out, 7 days challenge. And this is a 7-day challenge for people who are already established, but they want to get some decent results. They want to, know how to sell more. They want to know how to upgrade their members, etc., etc. And so let's say we go here. So we've got clear guidelines, right? Read the pinned post first, right? Welcome, and then day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and next step. So it's all engineered to get them to do the actions they need to do. And we even have a giveaway in there where I'm giving away my time, 1 hour or an hour and a half, whatever it takes, to really diagnose the issue with, the business of that person who wins. And then I give them clear steps in order to achieve their results, whatever they may be. Okay. And price increase over time. So as you add value, new templates, more videos, more courses, additional calls, slowly and strategically increase the price. This rewards early adopters and creates a logical churn reduction mechanism. I know Nick Sarev has done that. I think he started with less than 100 first. Now he's, I think, 180 or 190, whatever, something like that. More than doubled his subscription fee. So consider doing that once you start getting members and you start providing value and start seeing your community climbing. So yeah, if you're serious about, this is my call to action, inviting you into, to join in the community if you would like. I think you're definitely going to benefit. There's so much that we're doing inside the community that you would not find in other communities. There's amazing engagements. There's a challenge that will take you step by step to achieve your goal, whether it is launching the community or growing it or actually getting members. Mind you, this is directly from the playbook, my playbook, and from the win that I've achieved, winning the Skool games and 45k in 11 days, all of that. And it's inspired by other people as well that are doing really well in the community. So I think you're definitely going to enjoy it. So if you'd like to be amongst us, this is my invitation to you. And yeah, I will see you inside the community, hopefully. You take care, guys. And I wish you the very best. Goodbye.